let's talk about music, and more specifically, the Grammys.
Great. Music time. Okay. So we'll go over to Grammys because we didn't do that last week because we're bad
Whoops.
at our job.
We suck.
Um, we suck. Then we'll go. There's not a lot of new releases this week, but I'll go through those quickly,
Okay.
and then I'll do a recap because I got some stuff to say about some records that I've talked about before,
I hope you have
but
a lot
I
to
got
say.
more stuff to say about them. So
I hope that you have something negative to say about the Father John Misty record.
do not.
Do
I did not
not.
give that record the Fantano 4. So
I saw that. I
yeah,
didn't watch the review, but I saw that someone said he gave it a 4, and I got a little bit angry. But I
yeah. I
have
think
not
4 is a little
watched it.
low. I'd give it like a 6 or a 7, but
I really enjoy it.
yeah, it's really
It's
good. It's
really
just
good.
there's not a lot of replay value for me, but like
Oh, okay.
the experience was pretty good. I liked
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Um,
Okay.
and Buddy's Rendezvous is just
It's a classic. It's a good
such a
song.
good song.
Yes.
But anyways, you can watch our full thoughts on that video today when that comes out. We have a
Today.
first reaction on that one. So
That's right. Coming
if you
out
want
at
to hear
1
full
p.m.
thoughts, yes. Okay. Let's talk about the Grammys. They happened.
They did.
It was kind of low key. That they did a really stupid thing where they just didn't put Rap Album of the Year on TV, which is stupid because there's always something with these dudes. It's always like you can't just have a normal award show like
Why,
with respect. It's
why
like let's just put the biggest one of the biggest categories like not on TV.
they just didn't do
But
it in the awards at all?
no, they just kind of announced it off screen.
Oh,
It
that's
was
so
really
weird.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess the Grammys website sucks, but I'll try to navigate this as we go through. Record of the year went to Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic. I think we
Of
kind of
course.
expected that.
Yeah.
Good pick. I think Montero could have taken it as well, though. Lil Nas X got 0 Grammys, which is kind of
That
unfortunate.
it's kind of sad, but he took it like a champ.
He
He
did.
said that he
And
wasn't gay
Billy,
anymmore. So
yeah,
the
he's.
Grammys
I
will
think he
like
said
him a
that
little
before the
more.
shows. He's like he had like a folder, like folder if I don't win and folder if I do win.
Yeah,
He was ready.
he was ready.
Billie Eilish also won nothing, so
That is surprising.
that is surprising after she swept the Grammys 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Album of the year, John Batiste. We are.
I don't know anything
I don't
about
think
John
anybody
Batiste.
expected this. I think it's a neo soul project.
Well, that sounds good.
So I'm sure it's good. I have not listened to it.
I
Um,
The only thing I know about John Batiste is that in the metaverse video that was teasing the metaverse, people buy John Batiste merch in the metaverse, and they meet John
okay,
Batiste in the metaverse.
that's weird.
That's the only thing I know about him, and it's not a
Huh?
good thing. So
Yeah.
he has to
Okay.
redeem himself.
I'm sure it's good. I heard like a snippet of one of the songs, and I'm like, yeah, I could get down with this. It's probably not anything crazy, um, but like I'm not mad at that at all.
Oh, he did
I
music
don't.
for Soul.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
His voice sounds familiar. I just haven't really listened to a lot of his music.
he might be pretty epic.
He might be.
I'll I'll have to check it out.
But I I feel like Montero or Evermore were gonna win. Besides that, but maybe they just I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But
I think
I'm
it's
happy with this. It's a smaller artist, or
yeah,
not smaller, but not like the biggest artist in the world
yeah.
winning one.
He does. He's like
Um,
around 3 milli monthly listeners.
yeah, that's a lot smaller compared to Taylor Swift and stuff.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
can't be mad at that.
No.
I still wanted Donda to win just because of like the sheer amount of people that would have won a Grammy. Um, just because Playboy Cardi and like West Side Gun would leave with a Grammy, that'd be really really nice. But
Yeah, it's like it's almost like a whole page of
yeah,
people.
it's like half a page of people.
Yeah,
But yeah, I would have liked to seen Montero win. Um,
I would
but
have liked to
you know,
see that too, but
yeah,
I don't think. I think
I'm
me
not
and you
mad at
are
this pick.
are pretty open with that Montero's not perfect. We like
Definitely
it, but
not.
there's room to grow, and that's what
Right.
I'm excited for.
Song of the year, Leave the Door Open again. So they're just sweeping.
I don't know what's the difference between record and song of the year.
So song of the year, the record of the year first. Um, Award to the artists and to the producers, mixers, mastering engineers, and then song of the year is songwriter award.
Wait, and it's only
So
singles. Oh, singles or tracks only.
yep, and it's just the people that have written on the song, I believe. So it's not the whole
Oh.
production team, I think,
Oh,
if I'm reading that right.
okay.
But they got both anyways. Whatever.
It doesn't make sense because I feel
It
like
doesn't.
that every time it's the same. So it's like, why not
That
just
does happen a
condense it?
lot, so I don't really know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Best new artist, Olivia Rodrigo. I think everybody expected that.
Yes, that was our
I would have
prediction.
loved for it to go to Baby Keem. People were surprised that they didn't give it to Baby Keem, and then I think people forgot they were watching the Grammys.
Yeah. Although
Grammy
he
is
did
not right,
win. He
even though
won
he did
one.
win some. He did,
Yeah.
but he deserves it next year.
I don't. Is it possible to get nominated
I
for
don't think
Best
so.
New Artist twice?
I think so,
Okay.
but he'll do it.
Okay. I wanted the Kid Leroy to win, personally. I think he makes some great tracks.
White middle schoolers all around the nation rejoice. But yeah, I would have loved to see Baby Keem, Japanese Breakfast, or Arlo Parks win that one, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah.
Driver's License won Best Pop Solo Performance. I think everybody
No
expected that as
way.
well. Pop Duo Group Performance, Kiss Me More, Doja Cat and SZA. I think everybody was expecting that.
I've never even heard that song.
Although BTS got snubbed on that one, so I think people were angry about that because BTS lost, and that's all you need to do to get people angry on that.
That makes me and the rest of the army very angry.
Exactly. I don't know what a traditional pop vocal album is, so I'm just going to skip over that.
Okay.
Best pop vocal album, Sour, Olivia Rodrigo.
No
We
way.
kind of knew that again. She pulled the Billy.
She did.
It's literally like the second coming of Billie Eilish, besides winning Album of the Year. Kind of just swept.
Yeah, at least in the pop category.
Yeah, I feel like she's just kind of like a, I don't know. Billie has such a like big personality and stylistic thing in her music, and Sour's kind of it's more like 2000 stuff, a little bit more grungy. I don't know if you can even call it grunge. It's a little bit more rough around the edges.
Yeah.
But I just don't see her potential yet.
I
I see her
don't really
potential.
either.
I haven't seen it to like motion yet.
Yeah.
But
She needs to differentiate herself a little bit.
yeah, because like there's nothing bad about her music right now. It's just a little plain to me. I mean, Driver's License is a really good song. I think that's definitely her best. But like,
Yeah.
I feel like she's still developing as an artist. But dance electronic, we don't really care.
I don't know what that is.
Contemporary instrumental, don't care.
I don't know what that is either.
Best rock performance, Making a Fire, Foo Fighters. I have not heard their new record, so I don't know.
I thought that AC/DC was gonna win.
Why is Chris Cornell nominated? That's interesting. Okay. I guess his posthumous record came out that year. Metal, Dream Theater,
I don't know what metal is.
Best rock song, Waiting on a War, Foo Fighters. Best rock album, Medicine at Midnight, Foo Fighters. So they swept
They did.
the rock category. There wasn't really a lot of competition.
No.
Except McCartney 3 was under rock album, which is interesting.
Paul McCartney released music?
Yeah, McCartney 3. I think that was a remix album, actually.
Okay.
It
It
was
says
a weird
this
record.
came out in 2020.
I think it still counts if you're like later in the year.
Oh, okay.
I
There
think it's
there was that song with Phoebe Bridgers and an Anderson
Yeah.
.Paak. What is this album?
It's a very weird album.
It has Beck, St. Vincent, Phoebe Bridgers, and Anderson .Paak in one album.
I mean, he's choosing the right people for sure, but
Well, it's Paul
still weird.
McCartney.
Yeah, it's a
I
little
think
weird.
he knows his way through the music industry.
I would hope so. I don't even know. Some people get disconnected, and it's like, what are you doing? But
Yeah.
good for him.
for
But yeah, Foo Fighters swept. I follow the person who does the artwork for that album. I've been following them for a while, and
Foo
it was cool.
Fighters?
Like, yeah, so they got commissioned by Foo Fighters to make the album cover. And then they like won all the Grammys, and they're like, I don't get a Grammy for it, but it's still really cool.
The
like,
Medicine
that's pretty
at Midnight
sick.
one.
Yeah,
It's very frightening album cover.
it is. But that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alternative album, Daddy's Home St. Vincent. Not mad at that.
I don't
Haven't
know.
heard that record yet, but I've heard very good things.
I'm mad that Jubilee didn't win.
Jubilee's sick, so I would have been very happy with Jubilee. But actually, feel like most of these in here I would have been okay with. Um,
They should have did
Yeah.
the acoustic Fleet Foxes one.
the whatever the
The one that's in a big church or something.
yeah that those songs are really nice. The one in the big church.
I haven't listened to Shore yet because I think it's on Babjab's list.
Yeah, it's on Bab Jab's list. Very good record. But we'll get there eventually.
Okay.
Hopefully, we're doing a Bab Jab wheel soon.
Yeah. It's the next. Well,
This is where it gets weird. Best R&B performance. I'm not mad that there's a tie because of the two songs got picked, but
I'm
there is a
mad.
tie, which
I'm
is really
very
weird.
angry.
Leave the Door Open won, and so did Pick Up Your Feelings by Jasmine Sullivan. I don't know why they tied,
I don't know.
but Pick Up Your Feelings is amazing.
I've
So,
never heard it.
It's really good.
Okay, maybe I'll check it out.
I feel like they could have just gave it to her, but they gave it to Silk Sonic as well, because Silk Sonic like won record and song of the year, so they didn't
Yeah.
need to give him another one.
Yeah, they
But
should
Pick Up
do
Your
that.
Feelings is really great, so I'm glad that she got a Grammy.
Yeah.
Best traditional R&B, Fight for You, Her. Is that a surprise? No, the Grammys love her.
They should have given it to John Batiste
They should have.
or
don't
Leon
really care.
Bridges featuring Robert Glasper.
Oh, BJ the Chicago Kid was nominated.
Is that the anti-vax song?
No.
Oh.
There's an anti-vax song?
I thought you said that BJ the Chicago Kid had an anti-vax song.
No. I mean, J-Rock has a couple.
Oh. You said something about BJ the Chicago Kid, though. Wait, no. The guy who was in Mr. Robot.
Oh, Joey Badass.
Yeah.
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 He's just on his,
He's on his Joker arc.
He's on his Joker arc. Best R&B song, Leave the Door Open. My God, that's the
No.
fourth song. Fourth award
Yay.
they've won for that. I've kind of expected it, but that's a lot.
Yeah.
Progressive R&B album, Table for Two, Lucky Day. I don't really know who that is. I would have loved to see Dinner Party win from Terrence Martin, Robert Glasper, Ninth Wonder, and Kamasi Washington because all of those people are amazing.
What
But-
what is progressive R&B?
That's their new category, where Tyler was like, stop putting me in urban because it's like a really outdated term and it's kind of weird. So they made progressive R&B, whatever that is.
Oh. And that's what it was called, Best Urban Song?
That's what it used to be, best urban album.
Like up until this year?
Yep.
That's like
I think
that's like
last
a
year was the first time they
90s
used it
term.
because Thundercat was nominated last year in it. So
Oh,
I
good.
think it's the second year they've done it.
Did he win?
But yeah, I don't remember if he did.
He should have. I like
I
that.
feel like he lost, but I think there was some bangers in that category last year.
Okay. I'll let it
I
slide.
don't remember exactly who, but there was some good ones in there. Best R&B album, Hotels, Jasmine Sullivan. Good pick.
Riddle me this. How
Yes.
come John Batiste wins Best Album of the Year but doesn't win Best R&B Album?
I don't know. They play on weird like things. It's like Leave the Door Open will win like every single song category. And like Olivia Rodrigo will win like all her categories almost. And then like John Batiste won't win anything except Album of the Year. It's really weird.
It's like Parasite not winning Best Foreign Film.
Yeah, exactly. But winning best
It did Best Rap.
best rap performance, Family Ties, Let's Go.
Yes.
Baby Keem has a Grammy. This
I
man
like-
is up next. I don't care what anybody says. He is on one.
I like that one song. It's like 16 or something.
16's really great. That whole album's like really, really good. It's aged really well. I'm surprised. I'm listening to it like as much as I am. But very good record. He is definitely on the come up. He is here. Best melodic rap performance, Hurricane.
I like that pick. Although I would have liked
I
Industry
would
Baby
like
more.
What's Your Name
Oh,
more.
okay. I
But-
think Industry Baby's the best Lil Nas X song.
Industry Baby's really great as well. I feel like most of these songs, I feel like every
Yeah.
song in this category I'd be okay with. Doja Cat's a little bit like lower tier than the rest of these, I think, but
Hurricane's great though too.
Hurricane's good, so I'm not mad at that. Best rap song, Jail. I don't know if you can consider Jail a rap song. Just gonna say it.
I don't know if I consider Jail a good song, if I'm being honest.
Jail's great, but like when you think best rap song, you don't think Jail.
I I would take Family Ties over Den.
I would also think take
And
Family Ties.
I
I think
am
Family Ties had more of an impact.
yeah.
Um, although Jail is pretty important just because it's the first time Jay-Z and Kanye have been in a song in like probably 8 or 9 years. Um, but I still think Family Ties had the bigger splash because Kendrick was back.
Kendrick is
And this guy called Baby Keem was just like, who is this man?
back.
And then all of a sudden he blew up. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
I would rather take Family Ties over that.
I would too. And I am on record as being not the biggest Family Ties enjoyer.
You're more of
I like
a
Range Brother.
yeah, you're more of a Range Brothers enjoyer.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's fun.
I do really love Range Brothers.
Yeah.
Best rap album. Call Me If You Get Lost. Tyler the Creator.
Deserved.
Safe pick, but deserved.
Deserved.
I know people were having a little bit of discourse on Twitter. People were not happy with this for whatever reason.
Do they want J. Cole to win?
There was the J. Cole fans are always like, they can suffer in silence. They just kind of know. Like,
Okay.
I mean, if you're taking these 4 albums, the off season is obviously below all of these 4, or all the other 3. I don't think there's any question about that, except if you're a J. Cole stan.
They should have kept Certified Lover Boy on there just so we could see it lose.
Exactly. That would have been good. But then there would have been that little like tiny thing of like, are they actually going to give it to Drake?
It's like Black Panther. They just wanted to put it on there so that people would watch the Oscars.
Yeah, or when they put Swimming by Mac Miller on it and flew his family out, just did not give him the reward after he died. That was really great about the Grammys. That was really nice. That was really cool.
They flew his family out just to
Yes.
watch him lose.
And then didn't.
That's the saddest thing.
It really is. But I'm okay with this pick. I think Call Me If You Get Lost is really great.
Great one.
I think people were expecting Donda for some reason, even though Kanye's politics and antics usually get in the way of him winning most things at this point.
Yes.
Although, like, there was a whole debate if Donda's better than Call Me If You Get Lost. They're both fantastic albums. I don't care. Like, Tyler deserves this reward probably as much as Kanye, if not more.
I think Tyler is more deserving of success than Kanye right now.
At this point, yeah, Kanye's in a league where he can kind of do whatever he wants.
Yes.
And there's mixed results. Donda was a really, really great result of what he was doing. But I think Tyler's a lot more consistent now. He had a grand vision laid out, and it's incredibly clear. So I'm not mad at this pick.
I think that this is the only right decision, having only listened to one of these records. Although I do like Nas. So
Yes. King's Disease 2 was cool. I just wasn't in my Nas phase at the time, so I just kind of glanced over it. But it's a very good record. Country, I don't really care.
I like country.
Okay. Apparently Chris Stapleton's kind of sick, but
I'm joking. I have never listened.
Not my country arc right now, so.
I only like Casey Musgraves, and she's pop now.
Yeah. She even lost her category, so big L.
Wait, did she get nominated?
She got nominated for like best song, I think.
Best song? What would it even be? Angel?
Best country solo camera roll.
Oh, I like that song. I know you.
I like that song's very low key on the record.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was the one
she
that
got nominated
did,
twice for it.
It was the one that she did on SNL.
That
was the one that she did Jenny style naked, I think.
Oh yeah. I thought that was Angel. I could have been wrong though.
Did she do camera roll and Angel?
I think she did.
That's a downer performance.
It really was, but like I think they were both pretty good.
Yeah, I remember watching it. I thought it was pretty good.
It was like the one time SNL had the mixing right.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to talk about Casey.
American Roots. Okay, apparently John Batiste won Best American Roots performance. I don't know what that category is. I don't know.
American Roots?
It's like all the way on the bottom of the page too.
That should only be Questlove. He's the only American Roots that should win a Grammy.
Yeah, exactly.
He won an Oscar.
Louis C.K. won Best Comedy Album. So.
What the frick? He did?
Yeah.
What did he go against?
Chelsea Handler, Lewis Black, Kevin Hart. Yeah.
This is a dead year. I can't believe they gave Louis C.K.
That's really funny.
Well, at least they didn't nominate
That's
Chappelle.
funny. Yeah, I don't think he was within the nomination window.
No, probably not. Do you
That or
think
he just
that?
didn't submit it because that was barely a comedy special.
Do
But
you think that next year the closer will be nominated for a Grammy?
I feel like it will be. I
He's
feel like
been
that could be a
nominated every single
controversy
time.
next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope it doesn't win, but I think it'll get nominated.
yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. Bo Burnham did win Best Song Written for Visual Media with All Eyes on Me.
Oh,
So I
really?
remember there was that whole debacle with the comedy
Yeah, because they didn't want it to be nominated as a comedy record.
Yeah, so whatever visual media is, he got that. So
Okay, I guess whatever that is.
yeah,
I see. What is it? Best soundtrack, Soul and the Queen's Gambit.
nice.
I guess Soul's very good. It's a great,
Hmm.
great soundtrack. Dune is also nominated, and Dune has another great soundtrack, another Hans
Dune
Zimmer
soundtrack's
classic.
awesome. Yeah.
But I also this I don't know how like people don't usually talk about the Mandalorian's like soundtrack, but it's actually like pretty good. People don't like mention it when they talk about the Mandalorian, but it's like a lot of like Mongolian horns and drums, so it's like really low and bassy. I really enjoy the Mandalorian soundtrack, but I am not mad that Soul at least tied for best score soundtrack.
Yeah, I'm not bad at that.
And then best compilation soundtrack, I don't know what the soundtrack is. I have not seen the United States versus Billie Holiday, so I would say I would like Schmigadoon to have won because I like Keegan Michael Key. I have not seen that either. I have not seen
I would
any.
have liked it to win.
I have not seen any of these movies that were in best compilation soundtrack. But
Interesting.
I do like Keegan Michael Key, so that one should have won. And I think my
Guess the
mom
only
likes
other
Schmigadoon.
the only other thing I see here is that's interesting is by the producer of the year, Jack Antonoff. I mean, it's Jack Antonoff, but just like
He
the
won.
records they list him for. Yeah, best producer. Chemtrails of the Country Club, Lana Del Rey, Daddy's Home St. Vincent, Gold Rush, Taylor Swift, Sling Claro, Solar Power
Oh,
Lord, and
oh,
the Bleachers record. So, like, yeah, this man's got, like, so much under his belt.
frick! I didn't know he did Claro.
This man is the alchemist of pop music.
I love Jack Antonoff.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I would like to make a note that I think a Kirby song won for
Oh,
yeah
yeah.
best
Yeah.
arrangement. Meta Knight from Kirby Superstar
Let's go.
won. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say. I think it's just weird that for
Hmm.
best arrangement,
That's
it's
pretty
Meta
sick, though.
Knight's
I can mess with
Revenge.
that.
That's pretty cool. I don't know how
Yeah,
often video game soundtracks get nominated.
not often. Okay, best music video was Freedom, John Batiste. Um, should
I,
have been Montero. That's all I'm saying.
they're kind of cowards for that.
That's all I'm saying.
They're cowards for not doing Montero. They were too worried about the vehement right attacking the Grammys based on the gay.
So they gave it
Satan.
to a black man, but he's straight, so it takes one thing off their list.
That's true. But you
At
know,
least I
Lil
don't, I
Nas
don't know
X
if he's
is no
straight.
longer gay either.
Oh yeah, that's true. He'll win next year then.
Yeah. So I think. Do you think that Fox News would have been as mad at Lil Nas X if he was giving a lap dance to a female devil?
I don't know.
I think
Probably not.
I think they would have still been mad
Definitely
that it was the
not.
devil. Maybe.
Yeah,
What
but
if
they
it's like a
wouldn't have been
nun?
as mad.
Wait, no, that's still bad. What is like? No, the Virgin Mary wouldn't be good either. I'm just trying to
No,
think
it'd
of
be
a female Christian person that they would like Lil Nas
well.
X to get a
It's
lap
role
dance
reversal,
to.
so they'd still be angry, you know.
Oh, true. They would want Lil Nas X. Okay.
Yeah,
What if it was like an angel giving a lap dance to Lil Nas X? Do you think that that would cause
that would not
such?
trigger their radar
Okay.
because it wouldn't be enough of like a new thing to
Okay.
like spark controversy. Like, yeah, you'd have to pull the Kendrick like performing on a cop car for Fox News to get angry. or just
Yeah.
Lap Dance the Devil or something.
But the rest of that music video is so weird and trippy. I feel like it gets overshadowed by just
Yeah,
the
no,
end.
it's a very good music video. I thought it should have won for sure, but
I thought so too. Should have. They're
should
just
have.
scared, I bet.
Haters.
Yeah.
But
So
that was the Grammys. Not too bad.
no, I'm not.
And
I'm
not
not upset about anything.
I'm not too upset at any of these. I think I get more upset at the nomination process because it's just out of touch and stupid
Yes.
for a lot of categories. But I thought rap album category was pretty well represented this year. So not bad. We'll see what next year brings. But
I think the best rap album is Denzel Curry.
I hope he gets nominated for that. It'd be cool to see him get nominated.
I
I feel like he's gaining more traction now, so he's more in the eyes of mainstream.
I still am listening to that record. It is
Yes.
so good.
That's
Please
gonna be in
check it out.
rotation for a while. It's just very easy to listen to, and it's just very good.
Yes, it's that classic, like Father John Misty, where it's very nice to listen to, and then you dig in the lyrics and you're like, oh, this is like, kind of like politically, very active, which is good.
Yeah, and the whole storyline of the record is really great too. So
I know.
that's what you strive for. It's just very accessible, but if you want to dig deeper, there's a lot there for you.
Yes, I'm a big fan. So check it out now.
Check it out. In terms of new music, I only have 2 singles this week.
What?
No albums that caught my eye. At least I'm probably missing a whole bunch of them, but
That's crazy.
that's just how things go. But the 2 things that were on my radar this week, we got a new 100 Gecs single.
What?
Oh, Doritos and Fritos.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds like a 100 Gecs song.
Yeah, and it's an obvious MF Doom reference because of the cover.
Oh yeah.
Like Dylan's got a freaking fork in front of his head that looks like the Doom mask, and the famous Doom bar, Doritos, Fritos, and Cheetos.
That's a Doom bar.
That is a Doom bar.
Oh, okay, we still need to listen to that.
We do need to listen to some Doom. I'm gonna put some on the wheel.
Okay, good.
But yeah, this song, the very off the wall, very. I mean, but the song called Doritos and Fritos, like,
And it's a
it is
100 Gecs song.
really strange. Yeah, this is their first single was more like, okay, we're going some like our alternative rock style of hyperpop. That was pretty cool, but it was missing like the Gecs like weird sound effects and like zany things that would happen and dubstep drops. The song doesn't have that, like the dubstep drops, but like the beat is really, really weird. It's like comical almost, but like there's a lot of like good things happening here. It's catchy. The chorus is the lyrics on this track are absolutely awful, but like in a good way because it's Gecs, so it's just like ridiculous.
I was gonna say that's not like what they're
Awful
known for.
lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Me had some like very cool stuff for Laura. I think Laura wrote very well on that track. And her without the auto tune is really cool. They did it on this track as well. I like that she's not like covered in auto tune the whole time. They're kind of using it more sparingly. But yeah, the lyrics are just ridiculous. They're funny. I thought I don't know if this is an official sample or not, but this is like a deep internet meme here. We're going like a deep dive into the sample.
Oh.
The minute I heard this song and the instrumental, there's like a meme, like there's like a penis music meme. I don't know if you've seen this meme.
I am aware of the penis music.
Yes. Do you know
Phenomena.
you know what the song sounds like for like that meme?
Yeah,
It's like the Megamind guy.
Yeah.
The beat sounds very similar to that. I'm like, did they sample that? Because that would have been crazy.
Did they sample penis music?
It's pretty close. I listened to the song and then I listened to the meme, and I'm like, there's a lot of similarity between these two.
I mean, do you think that like Genius would have that listed as an official sample?
I don't think so. I haven't seen other people talk about it, but I'm like, this sounds pretty similar. I'm surprised nobody's picked up on this yet.
Sample penis music.
They would do that too, though.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't say anything in the credits.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They could have just took inspiration from it because, like, I don't know. It sounds pretty similar.
Yeah. I might have to throw it on to see what I think. But
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I need a second opinion here to make sure I'm not going crazy.
Addendum next week, if that is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that that was a good song. I think they said the record's coming soon in the bio of the song on YouTube. So,
There's
um,
like so many tracks here. I like this
yeah,
track list is long.
yeah, I think they're all gonna be shorter songs too, but we'll see.
Probably. I don't know.
But
How
that should
long
be
was
coming
Me Me
soon.
Me?
So very
Oh.
excited. Me. Next, Phoebe Bridgers is back.
What?
Not
Is
for
it
long.
another Bo Burnham cover?
It's not. It's a real song this time,
Oh wow.
or an original song. Sidelines. This was for a Hulu show, I think.
What show?
So I don't know what show it's for. I forgot. Um, but apparently it was a new show that's coming out. It was in the trailer, and then she announced that the song is coming out on Friday. Sidelines. Apparently, this is her only original song coming out this year.
Oh.
So I don't know why they felt that important to say when the song came out.
That,
Although I guess
that
that keeps me from speculating what the next record's gonna sound like.
that's because the
So
next thing that she's gonna do is Boy Genius album.
I that could be. I really hope so. they're all off tour now. Actually, she's still touring a little bit, but
Oh, okay.
they're not as crazy, so it could happen. They're
Uh,
they're literally just saying they're recording like whenever they're all free and in the same area. So it'll probably just come
just
together randomly.
do it, cowards.
Please do it. You
Ah,
will heal all the world's issues if you do it.
yes.
But this track is pretty good. It is very different than her usual solo stuff, since there is no acoustic guitar or guitar in general on this
Oh
song.
wow.
She's playing with a lot of synths and stuff. Um, but it's still sad as ever. Very good. Um, yeah, I don't think it hits as hard as her other stuff, but like it's a single that isn't really connected to anything, so I wasn't expecting anything like insanely good, but it's still pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
this is one I could see, being on the charts. It's pretty poppy, but I don't know. I still really enjoy it. It's just nothing beats Phoebe with a guitar. I might be a purist when it comes to that, but still pretty good.
The show is for it's conversations with friends.
Yes, that one.
I have no idea what this show is.
I don't know.
I thought it would be
Probably some
nice.
sad girl show since it's Phoebe Bridgers.
It's for BBC Three, so that's kind of
It's kind
sad.
of cool.
It's based on a book. It comes
Nice.
out in a month, May 15th.
Okay.
I'm not gonna watch it. I can
Yeah.
tell you that much. But
Yeah, but the song from it's pretty good.
Okay.
So
okay.
just know that.
I do. I'll
Um,
keep that in mind.
Those are the only two singles this week, and there wasn't really any albums, and I don't know what's coming out. So,
Kendrick.
uh,
Coming
Kendrick.
out. It's coming out.
His-
You gotta
And
believe.
June's coming up pretty quick. He's gonna have to do something.
You gotta believe me. It's coming out next week.
I'm gonna say May 13th because it's a Friday the 13th, and that's a special date. So I'm gonna say May 13th.
Actually, that's more likely than next week. I'm
Okay.
going to say June 3rd because
Oh.
he's going to cut it as close as possible.
He's just waiting as much as possible before the festival.
Yep.
Okay, I can see that too.
Okay.
Well, there's your predictions. But the lack of new music has, I'm able to dig into the stuff I've been listening to more.
Oh, wow.
So, the Billy Woods album I talked about last week, I underrated it somehow.
I thought you said that it
I
was
talked
like
very
the
highly
best
about
album
it,
of the year.
Yeah, no, it's like it's like number 2 of the year in terms of albums, and I underrated it still. And now that I'm in it, like this might be his best. I don't know yet. It's really good. Um,
I'm not going
like
to disagree with you here.
Yeah, I got like the main themes of it last week, but now that I've started like picking up on like actual like verses and like the whole thing of certain songs, it's like this is next level. Yeah, it's incredible. It's probably tied with his best album. Um, Incredible. I think Christine was the moment where I was like, wait a minute, I'm starting to catch stuff, and then the whole song came together. I'm like, this man is insane. Um, so Christine is basically about cars,
Oh.
which then makes sense with the title because Christine is referencing the Stephen King book about the haunted car or whatever. Christine,
I've never
which
heard of that.
really,
Nope.
I thought Christine was like, I was trying to pick up like what he's referencing there, but as soon as I saw, or as soon as like I realized the song was about cars, I'm like, okay,
The,
isn't
o-
there like a car called Christine?
the only thing I know about haunted cars is the hit film Rubber, and that's about a
Okay,
haunted tire.
and that one regular show episode with the haunted Oibrov car.
Oh yeah, that's a good episode.
Yeah.
But that's it. I don't know anything about Stephen King. I am
Okay.
not a literature man. So,
But I always thought there was like a car called Christine, and there was. I just didn't know it was a Stephen King book, but
oh,
I
okay.
was like, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. But yeah, that it's a song about cars and how like different ways, like how cars are like very violent and
Mm,
like the different ways, like this one object he takes as a subject and expands upon it so much. Um, and the chorus makes a lot more sense. It's referencing like a Jamaican folktale of like a spirit that would ride around in like a coffin with wheels. So he's
oh,
relating a car to a coffin on wheels, which is like related to a Bob Marley song, and he's like Jamaican, so this whole thing connects through
mm,
those lines.
there you go.
Um, but like even starting the verse with like black car in a back street, little me is asleep on the back seat, lulled by street lamps and the blackness in between. Like just like when you were younger and you'd fall asleep in the back of the car and just watch the street lights go.
Yeah.
Just all these vivid imagery and stuff is insane. But yeah, he talks about like how people crash and go through the windshield, how people get like yanked out of driver's seat and seats and beat, and relates it all to like this urban legend of like the car being a riding coffin.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I don't know how this man does this. This is like one of the best like storytelling tracks I've ever heard. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is insane. Just one 3.5 minute song. It's just incredible. But Christine's amazing. It goes into Heavy Water then, which is like again a banger of a track. Um, Versailles was another one that started popping out. A lot of critiques of capitalism on this record, which is of course, it's Billy Woods. Um, but this one is like stood out very much so. It was fantastic how it talks about end of the day traders make minimum wage, pennies on the dollar once it's all said and paid. So it's like even like the people participating in the stock market are not getting their share.
Yeah.
Um, it's just a big giant machine that nobody functions out of.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, it's somebody made a killing. I just dug the grave. Capital gains and gains. Like just these little lyrics that are just in there are so poignant. Um, but like those are literally 3 lines, and the whole song is just filled with things that are like that that descriptive and stuff.
Mm.
Um, and every song does it. It's probably titled his best album. It's weird because I can't put it album of the year because Ants from Up There came out and that record's literally perfect. But this is like the only thing that's really rivaled that this year, so far at least.
Yeah,
Um,
you don't know. That new
yeah, you never know.
Donda 3 is gonna come out and it's
Conda
gonna
3 is gonna
be
be
the
really
best
good.
album ever.
Yeah. No Hard Feelings was like, so I think on Twitter he said like the first verse was about like someone who's like living on the first floor of an apartment, and there's like someone that sits on his step and like smokes crack, and like he's smelling it and wants the guy to leave or whatever. So
Mm.
like a really weird way to start, but like I don't know if I'd ever would have gotten that with the lyrics "Black astronaut, cop a spacesuit and jet off my steps, Challenger launch, burning bright, burn to death." Like
No.
that being like a man smoking crack, like cop a spacesuit meaning the drug, and then jet off my steps with him lighting it, and then
Oh,
Challenger launch burning bright as like it like burning and
yeah.
smoking. Like that's crazy wordplay. Yeah, man's on another plane of existence. I don't know.
That sounds very heady.
That is incredibly heady. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently the whole record, like as I was digging into it more, and there's been some videos that people have started making like dissecting this thing. This whole record's very tied to like a film from like the 70s. Yeah, Kanji's Harvest, um, which is a Nigerian movie from the
Oh,
70s. So the record's very tied to that movie, and there's like a lot of vocal snippets from it.
mm,
Um, so I'm probably missing stuff there because I haven't seen the movie, but
yeah.
that's interesting. Yeah, and I didn't realize the album cover was a Rembrandt. Found that out.
I thought it looked like
So
the Francisco Goya.
yeah, so it's an unfinished Rembrandt.
Uh,
Um, which I mean, even just the album cover, it's like back then Africans were not portrayed in this kind of way in paintings.
mm-hmm,
Um, it was either they were slaves or they were like kings. There was no
mm-hmm.
in between of just like a common man like this,
Yeah.
portrayed that way. So it's an interesting album cover as well. But yeah, this thing's next level. So just let it be known that it's going to take a lot to top that one this year in the rap category. But
Okay.
we got things lined up this year for rap, so who
Yeah.
knows?
Drake.
Um, Drake, Drake's pretty good.
Drake.
Uh,
J. Cole.
J. Cole's the best
J.
rapper alive,
Cole. So cool.
J. Cole's very cool.
I hope we get
J. Cole,
another Mac Miller posthumous record.
I doubt it, but who knows?
That's
I mean, I
about
know
it.
that man's got stacks and stacks of material, but there's a right place and time if he's got more. Um,
Yeah.
but I did dig deeper into my Godspeed deep dive this week.
Oh, good.
So I've done F sharp, A sharp, and I've done Lift Your Skinny Fists. So I'm going chronologically now at this point. So I did Yankee UXO. Uh, this is, I think this is their lowest rated album, um, which is weird because it's still really good.
Is it as
But
good as the other ones?
no,
Okay.
but it is still very good. Um, this one is obviously based on war. Um, It doesn't have any field recordings from like the first two records, so it definitely feels different. And it's a lot more, I don't want to say fast paced, but there's a lot more happening at all times. The slow burn of things is not as slow. Um, but 5 songs and an hour and 14. So more songs and, not an hour and a half. So not incredibly long. Um, but it's, it's definitely a different record. It's definitely a lot more rock than the other two. There's not field recordings. There's not as much ambience. Um, but I think it fits with the subject matter. Even that album cover is like, I love that album cover.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the bombs dropping over a field. They're a very political group, and they do it all without saying words, which is really cool. Um, just give me some Canadian leftists that make long, drawn out ambient post rock, and that's all I need in my life. So uh, these guys are great. I think Rockets Fall and Rocket Falls is the highlight of this one. The crescendo on this one's fantastic. But yeah, this is a pretty good record. I still need to listen to it more. I feel like these take multiple listens to even tell what song is which, because as a whole piece, it's hard to differentiate what's what.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to continue doing Godspeed, so I'm just going to keep going in order. Just because, out of all the post-rock stuff, this stuff has been my favorite. So I'm just going to finish the whole discography. Every year, there's always one artist that I just finish an entire discography for.
Oh, okay.
Last year was Radiohead. This year's it's got to be these guys, at least. I also got to do
Sure.
Kate Bush eventually, but
Yeah.
that'll be half React stuff, half not, probably. But
You can
we'll figure
probably
that
go out and
out.
listen to some stuff. I don't know. We have not been getting very many suggestions by people to keep going. In fact, we've gotten one person to say that I should not listen to a Kate Bush record. So
That is true. That record you would not like. So he's definitely looking out for you
that's
on
good.
that one.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was definitely a bigger fan of Hounds of Love. The Dreaming is way more out there.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Which, not really my cup of tea, but
It is a little wild.
it's a little wild.
But I don't know. These first two Godspeed records, I've had a lot more time to listen to. I listen to these like multiple times a week, and they are both incredible. I think Sleep Off of Lift Your Skinny Fist might be one of the best songs ever created. Sometimes the thing's just got to hit you, and when it hits you, it's like, holy, I don't know how humans can make music this good.
Even Way So Sexy, better than that.
Even Way So Sexy, which is a really great song. But yeah, Sleep might be one of the best songs ever created.
I find that hard to believe. And I've
It's
listened
23
to
minutes, so
Corey's record.
yeah.
It can't be better than We Wanted Change. There's no song
It
that is
cannot
better
be.
than We Wanted
It is
Change
better.
by Corey Feldman.
It is better.
I doubt that very much.
I'll be the judge of that. Um, the whole record's really great, but Sleep is really like the one of the best things ever. Like, it starts with like some old dude talking about like Coney Island back in the day, um, which is weird because there was a like Defunct Land video or something that I was randomly watching while I was working about like Coney Island and how that like whole strip of like where Coney Island was at like was full of amusement parks that kept burning down constantly.
Oh,
Like
really?
they could not stop these things from burning down. Um, so I
Oh,
immediately related that to the track, and it made so much sense. Um, but that song is just incredible with the guitars. There's a violin crescendo that just like rips your heart out of your chest. It's literally like a transcendent experience once you're into that track. Um, but yeah, that has to be like the highlight of the record. It's just so good. That's like a 10 out of 10 perfect song. Um, that being said, I think I'm solidifying that F sharp A sharp Infinity is my favorite of the two. Um, I know they're rated pretty similar, but like everybody knows the cover with the hands, like that record.
everybody
Um,
knows that.
everybody knows that one. F sharp A sharp isn't talked about as much, I don't think, but I think the apocalyptic like the three songs on that record all have like a very big moment that sticks with you. That like blues is really fantastic with that little like intro with like whatever the cowboy or whatever. Just like major critique on capitalism and how the apocalypse isn't too out there. It's very much like relating like a post-apocalyptic thing with like how society functions today.
Mm.
Um, and then the music that follows it is just absolutely like devastating. Um, I think I think East Hastings inspired the entire like 28 Days Later movie. I think the
Oh,
director for that movie heard the song and was like, yeah, I'm making this movie.
make a zombie movie.
Yeah, because oh, this album is such there's such like a feeling around it, and it is so like not even melancholic. It's like a little bit worse than that. It's like it's almost dreadful.
Mm.
Um, there are hopeful parts in it, but like, oh, it is so amazing. Throughout the entire record, that emotion through it and everything. Apparently, there's two versions of this. There's a record version that's 38 minutes, um, and the CD version's an hour and 3 minutes, and that's the streaming version.
Oh,
So I ordered the vinyl, so I'm gonna get that and listen to that. Because apparently it's just like chopped down from these, and it's like completely different music. So there's like two albums here.
huh.
Um, this is the streaming version I've listened to. I haven't listened to the LP version, but the LP comes with um, like schematics to a train, like three different posters, a penny that's been ran over by like a train on a railroad track. Uh, apparently it's like one of the best packaging like things you can get. I just bought it off their website. Um, but yeah, it just comes with like all these little trinkets and things.
Huh.
So, and it's like a leather wrapped like like vinyl or like jacket. It's like wrapped in leather. So
That's epic.
yeah, and it was like $23. I'm like, okay,
What? That's a
take it.
steal.
Yeah. So we'll see what the record version's like, but like this drawn out version of it is absolutely perfect. East Hastings is like that that is like better than most like really good movie like third acts. Like the build on that song is just oh yeah, this stuff is fantastic. It's like I've been seeing memes about like these kind of groups and like post rock where it's like don't worry, it gets better after you're 17 minutes in, and it's like a 23-minute track. But seriously, you have to be there for the ride because the whole ride is just oh beautiful. It's like I listen to these things at work like low volume, so I'm kind of getting the gist of the record, but then I go home like the day or the day after and listen to it on like my good headphones, and it's just like transcendent.
Every time you talk about these post rock albums, I think of that one scene in Regular Show where Rigby's addicted to the Summertime Ooh Yeah
Yeah,
song.
exactly.
And then Mordecai's like, wait, listen to this part. And then it's just the same thing again. He's like, oh, I love that part. It's just
That's
like,
literally our entire group
I
dynamic.
know.
Or
I love the dumb pop stuff. And then you're like into the experimental art
yeah,
stuff. So,
dudes like playing guitar with a screwdriver. That's what I like. I didn't
Yeah.
know they were playing it with screwdrivers, but they play the guitar with the screwdriver at points to like make like the drone sound, which you
Oh,
think would sound awful, but it sounds very pleasant.
there's probably some production done with that. I don't know if that would sound good at all.
I watched a video of the guy doing it, and it looked pretty good, or it sounded pretty good.
Oh.
They just like take the screwdriver sideways, and they do it on the neck of the guitar while they're playing the note. So it's just
Oh.
sideways, like sitting on it. So it's like a steel guitar almost.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's
Unless they're like picking with a screwdriver, that'd be.
yeah, I was confused as to
Yeah,
how you play a guitar with this.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But these two records are perfect. Yankees also very good. So we'll see how the rest of his discography goes. But these are two of like the best albums I've ever heard. So
Well,
that's
gotta
my
stay
thing this year.
tuned for the
Crazy.
freaking post rock updates.
Yeah, once I get the entire discography done,
Yeah.
which should be a couple months, I would think. I want to give time to these because, I mean, I listened to the first two and like these are really good, but like I didn't get the full experience of them until now when I've really dug into them. Then I can actually pick apart songs and hear what's happening instead of just having like an hour and a half of just like a thing that I can't really like. When does this song start?
Yeah.
Which I still can't do because it's like four songs, but like on the record, like inside, it breaks up everything down into like different movements. So there's actually like 16 songs, but I'm not gonna like name all those. That's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm judging the whole 22-minute track, not the little parts of it, because you can't get the full experience unless you listen to the whole thing. So,
Yeah. That's true.
but that's my spiel. I've got a couple like Kate Bush, like piano ballads that were recommended in the comments, and they're all fantastic. But like, I'll wait until we do some of those,
Yeah.
or if I do some of those, who knows? But I think that's all I got. I don't know what's coming out, so we'll just see as the weeks go. I'm sure there'll be something next week. There always is.
Okay. I listened to Thundercats It Is What It Is this week.
Yes, sir.
I thought that one was very nice. This is my
I
first
do love that album.
Thundercat record. I don't know. I don't know what people think about Drunk. That one.
People
looks fun.
consider Drunk better, I think,
Oh.
than It Is What It Is.
I don't know. I really liked It Is What It Is.
Yeah.
Some great stuff. Very, well, I mean, it's very funky. And yeah,
Yes.
I love the funk.
It's like sad funky.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially towards the end with
Mhm.
like existential dread into It Is What It Is. It's very, very sad. But, Dragon Ball.
Actually, I have a
Blu-ray.
reaction to that track, I think,
We do?
on the channel. Yeah, I have a reaction to that album. On the Boy Time channel.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of your
a
solo
while ago.
ones.
Yeah.
Well, I finally listened to it.
Let's go.
I thought it
Drunk
was...
could be a fun one to do, though. Drunk's a little bit more goofy.
Well, I mean, I'll save it. I've just been trying to, branch out a little bit. Get some new stuff. I like T-Pab. So I figured I'd check out Thundercat. I only know him from producing and that one Silk Sonic song.
Yeah.
But yeah, I listened to that. I listened to the Last of Us 2 soundtrack. I don't know what I was expecting. It was just guitar music, and it was very
Yeah.
nice. It was very nice, but it's not like revolutionary. I'm not going to throw that on all the time. But it's good. It's good. And I listened to about half of Either Or by Elliott Smith, and I thought that was very nice also.
I've yet to dive into him. I feel like that's going to be
Yeah, I might add that.
gonna be a moment.
I might add that to my wheel.
Hmm.
I think you'd like it.
That's one of those where the artist is going to absolutely break you emotionally, so you're like dreading it, but at the same time, it's like, I need to hear this.
Yes. I mean, I got about halfway. Between the bars absolutely stunned me. But, that's like, I think it's the most popular one on there. It goes from like a couple like more upbeat songs into like a really sad song. I was like,
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah. Phoebe Bridgers doesn't exist unless Elliott Smith exists, so it's kind of like a through line there. So I'm excited to get into Elliott Smith.
Okay. Well,
Maybe excited is the wrong word, but
it's fun. It's
Yeah,
fun. It's fun to
it's fun
listen to
music.
music.
Yeah,
That's what I like to say.
is
But
there?
I don't listen to a whole lot of new stuff. I'm still listening to freaking Denzel Curry and Blonde and Nick Drake. So
Good combo.
that's what's in my rotation. Also, I've been listening to Channel Orange a lot too. So
That was a good one too.
I'm still stuck on freaking Frank Ocean. So if
That's good.
Frank Ocean should drop, and then he'll get Best Rap Album.
The next Grammys. You got
Best.
those going. I'm listening to like Billy Woods, who's the most heady rapper, and then like 22-minute post rock songs, and that's it.
No, he would be progressive R&B. Whatever
Progressive
that
R&B.
means.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
That's probably where they will put him whenever he comes out with a record.
Have they been like nominating his singles? Because I know he's been doing
No, I don't
singles.
think so. I don't think he submits them.
Oh, okay.
He's a very like don't do any of that stuff kind of guy.
Okay, that's fair. I don't know. I haven't listened to any of the singles. I'm sure they're nice.
They're good. They're not on the level of anything else that he's done.
Okay.
I think that freestyle 8-minute thing that he did on Blonded Radio, like on Christmas or whatever, that I think that was better than all the singles he's released.
I have not listened to that.
I don't know. It's like a very rough recording of just like a freestyle, but I don't know. There's something about it that I really love, but I don't know what it is because it's a very rough thing with just piano and stuff. But I
Is
don't
it
know.
like solo?
If solo was not produced at all and was a freestyle and had no structure,
Okay.
it's just like one of those, like when you sit down on a piano and you just kind of like riffing ideas.
Yeah.
But like it was very, very nice to listen to.
Well, I'm sure it's Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
I'll
I
have
mean,
to
that man
check
could do
out.
anything. It'd be good. But
Yeah. I forgot what else I was going to check out. Frank Ocean. It's gone. Whatever it is.
yo,
I think I was gonna watch Saw, but that's fine. Is that it?
that's all I have.
Okay. Well,